Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking this video. Thank you so much for your support, for liking, sharing and subscribing. So today's video is going to be about 10 behaviors we need to leave in 2017. Yes, I said it. Behaviors that we need to leave. Number one is not minding your business. And that's very like my essential. Like that's my number one, because that's something that I've noticed that a lot of people do, and especially in, I don't want to say like some crowd, but you're watching this video, you know what I'm talking about. And this can go in different ways. I feel like some people just tend to get out into stuff that doesn't concern them, or actually like look into other people's business, where like at the end of the day you're meant to be doing your own thing and actually just minding your business and going forward. Because we're wasting your time on like someone else's problems and someone else's business, but you're not going to go forward and doing your own thing, which is like, it makes no sense. And that also includes like looking at other people's Instagram pages, yes, stalking them, doing all this stuff. Are you mad? Looking at other people's Instagram pages, stalking them, even adding someone on Snapchat just because you want to like look at their profile and you don't really like the person. That's minding your business. I don't know why you should still be doing that. Let's leave that in 2017. 2018, everybody should drink some water, chill, relax and mind your business. Number two would be unsolicited advice. And this, is probably like a little bit to like the older crowd. Like I feel like whenever like people have like they're going through different things, or like just in general, some people just tend to give their advice even when it's not needed. And to be honest, it can be very annoying, especially if you genuinely do not want their advice. So before you actually go over to start telling people what to do with their lives, try and figure out if they actually want to hear from you, or if they've actually asked you for your own opinion on whatever they're going through. And if they haven't, then you probably should just keep quiet, and they probably don't really want to hear what you have to say. So I think that we should definitely leave that behind. Number three would be gossiping. And yes, I'm actually a little bit guilty of this. Well, not really, because I've actually taken steps to stop that. And it's not like, I'm not talking about like the big like gossiping, like like you're in a group and then you're talking and all of that. I'm talking about like even when you're just texting your friend and you're like, oh, did you see what this person did? Or it's still all part of gossiping. Like it's all part of like not minding your business. It really does not concern you. And I feel like this year, 2018, everyone should just focus on themselves and actually try and do things that are very productive, rather than spending your time talking about other people and talking about other people that are even trying to reach their goals and actually do something for their lives. Like, why are you wasting your time doing that where you can actually be helping yourself? Four would be passing judgment. And that still like ties in with everything, because at the end of the day, no one is perfect, and I don't think anyone is really in any position to like judge anyone for anything that they've done. So if you know that this is a habit that you have, and you generally just actually come around judging people, down on them, and just passing like bad comments because you think you're like more superior, then there's a problem. Then you should probably check that out, just because like that should not be happening. That's not what you should be doing. So if you know that you're guilty of just passing like reckless judgments on people and just talking about them in some certain way, that's definitely something that you need to leave behind. The next one will be clinging to the past, and that's something different. I feel like this year everyone should take necessary steps to go forward and do things to benefit yourself. But then you can't do that if you tend to be clinging, looking back at the past and holding on to that. Whatever happened to you has happened, and you need to let it go. You need to let it go so you can move on. And if you generally don't move on, there's no way you're going to. If you generally don't let go of the past, then there's no way you're going to be able to move on properly. And that's like very important that you let go of your past. It can be really hard, and you probably would need help around praying to God. There's so many things you can do, but I think that everyone should try and just let go of the past. Like, we should stop clinging onto the past. That's something that we should say no to for 2018. No more clinging to the past in this coming year. Say it with me, guys. Say it to me, guys. I am not going to cling to any past that I have. The next one will be stop looking for validation, which is something that sometimes I actually do, and I've seen that people do a lot. And even if you don't want to admit it, you do it sometimes. You want to do something, or you've already decided that this is the next step you're going to take in your life, but then you're still looking for validation from someone else. Or you feel like, okay, I want to go out, I'll dress up, and I've dressed up and everything. Instead of you to feel pretty with yourself, like you look good enough, you're still looking for validation outside. There's just so many things like that looking for validation outside comes into, and I feel like let's stop that. Let's be happy with ourselves. Like, I feel like 2018 is just going to be about minding your business, doing your own thing, and just trying to better you. And that whole looking for validation outside of yourself, and even if you actually want to, because sometimes, like, that whole thing actually makes you feel better. If it's someone that you care about, like your mom, yeah, it's fine, but not trying to, like, please like a bigger crowd, or because you want to join like the it group, or like some like I don't know what to explain, but like like the cool kids, let's put it that way. You're trying to do things and you're looking for validation from them. You need to stop that. Like, we're literally not in Gossip Girl or like one of those like TV shows. So please, you came to the world alone and you're going to leave alone. So stop looking for validation from other people. Number 7 would be apologizing for who you are. Yes, that's important. Apologizing for who you are. You know what, like that, I think like that should be actually the most important thing that you should take away from, even if you don't even care about anything I'm saying. But let's stop apologizing for who we are. If we want to do something, if we have an opinion, if we want to, like, whatever we want to do, let's not feel like, if another person doesn't like it, then that means like I shouldn't say it. Or because someone else doesn't think that what I'm doing is cool, meaning I shouldn't do that. Or I shouldn't express myself the way I want to express myself because other people would not like it. Don't apologize for who you are. It's who you are. It's what you want to do. So do it. And another thing that like I find that actually works with this is like, when we actually text people and then we now say like, we say something I want to say and then we write lol at the end. I do it all the time. Like, literally, if I'm texting you, I'm putting lol. Even when I'm actually being serious, it's just so like I don't come across as like too like rude or like too like aggressive. But then I'm just going to stop that, because if that's exactly what I mean and that's exactly what I want to put across, and I'm going to put that across, and I'm not going to apologize for doing that, or apologize for being myself. And I feel like that's an important thing to take into consideration, and leave that in 2017. Don't apologize for who you are, girl or boy or whatever you identify yourself as. Stop doing that. Stand your ground and be like, this is what I'm doing, this is who I am, and I'm going to go forward with that, because exactly, like, it's only going to make your life much better. Number 8 will be stop one downing. And that one is, I find people, to be honest, like most of this stuff, everyone does it, or like most people do it, but like this stop one downing thing is that people do it without actually knowing. Like I'm talking to you and I'm like, oh, I've had a really tough day. Like, I got like my boss shouted at me, or I'm ill, I've been sick for like a while, and I'm just like, I'm talking to you about my problems, and instead of you to like just be instead of you to just show me some empathy, or like just talk to me about it, the next thing you tell me is like, oh yeah, I can imagine, well, last week I also got fired from work, or last week someone bashed my car, or last week I fell off I don't know, I jumped off the airplane and fell into the ocean, or something silly like that. And it's like, but like, I'm coming to you with my own problems, and it's kind of like saying like my own is bigger than yours, so like you shouldn't actually be that pissed. But then you can't really like say someone else's problem is bigger than another person's problem. So we should stop like one downing people. And just if someone comes to you and they're sad, just talk to them, make them feel better, and don't just be like, oh, what I'm going through is worse than what you're going through. No one really wants to hear that. So I think that we should make conscious effort to stop that, and actually be more caring, and actually think about what you say before you actually say something to someone who's in pain. Number 9 would be stop pretending. That's the same thing as not apologizing for who you are, but stop pretending is literally like way more broad than that, because it's like people pretend for certain things, for different things. It's like, oh, I'm giving you this cake to taste, and you're pretending. Whatever you want to do, pretending is pretending. Let's just stop pretending. Let's leave that in 2017. Today, as you're watching this video, that should be the last day you pretend. Stand your ground. If you think this is this, say this is this. Don't pretend to anyone. Let's just live a very straightforward life and actually do things properly. And the last but not least would be failure to learn. So this, it's crucial, because we want 2018 to be like a good year for us. We want us to, succeed. Everyone should be like on a straight path. We want everybody to, be, have a very like clear vision of what they want. And if you tend to, push people away, or if someone is trying to teach you something and you're not like willing to understand them, you don't really want to learn. Like, let's stop that behavior, because Even if you think that the person is not as educated as you are, or you don't feel like the person has the rights to tell you things or like explain things to you, like let's stop that behavior, because then like we can't really like put like you going to school and actually like having experience and like knowing things and being educated to some level at the same time, at the same like place. So if someone is telling you something, actually listen to them and don't, you know, stop learning, because it's very important, and the person could be telling you something that could help you in whatever you're going to be doing next. So yeah, let's stop that, you know, the failure to learn. It's very important to learn, and we're going to be learning daily. So nobody should like try and like, you know, block people off or say this person doesn't know what they're saying, or this person cannot have the information that I need, because you never know who has the information that you need for you to succeed. So yeah, those are my 10 you know, behaviors that I think that we all need to leave in 2017 and go forth in this new year, so we can all succeed. And I want everyone to succeed, literally using this platform to inspire people, to motivate people to do better in their lives. And that's one thing that, you know, I'm really passionate about. So if I'm able to help you with any of these steps that you can actually stop and then take into the new year, that, you know what, I'm going to be a different person. I'm going to be more focused on what I want to do in life. I'm going to be more motivated to do what I want to do, to, you know, focus on my dreams and actually accomplish those, rather than spending my time looking at another person or trying to, you know, gossip about them, or spending your time, you know, on unnecessary things, not minding your business. It's not going to help you. So I feel like, you know, everyone needs to watch this video and actually like reflect and be like, if I do any of these, then I need to stop that. So I hope this video was very helpful for anyone out there, and I wish you guys an amazing new year. And I hope, like I said, I hope this new year 2018 is going to be successful for everyone. And yeah, thank you so much for clicking to see this video. I have so much planned for next year, and I can't wait to share that all with you. Like I said, have an amazing new year. Stay safe, and if you're going to be drinking, please don't get drunk and drive. I hope you have an amazing new year. Like, share, and subscribe, and I hope you see my next video. Bye.